Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment. With me again is Mike. He just got a Shiny Miltank on Twitch the other night. It was amazing. It was just before midnight.
Oh yes, it was insane.
I'm going to put a link to his video down below. And now he has a YouTube channel, so go over to Popeadopolis on YouTube and check him out.
I forgot I did that. I made that. There's a guy that does shiny compilations, and I made it. I had to set up the YouTube channel because reasons. Because I had to post it on YouTube for him to get the submission. Oh.
Well, because Mike wants to live the dream of streaming, he's going to step down from co-host to guest, and I am 100% behind him. He's doing an awesome job on Twitch. I can't wait to see more of his shiny hunting. He's going after Squirtles now.
Oh yeah.
You can also find him on Twitter at Pope Mike and Instagram at Popeadopolis.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
There is a Discord that I help maintain, and if you want to reach Jamsin, he is also a member of the Discord. It's called the Jelly Squad Support Network, and
Yes.
It is a creators Discord designed for people that are looking to get support within the YouTube, Twitch, Facebook streaming communities. So if that is something that you would be interested in, check it out.
It's all started by CM3, also on Twitch. Follow him on Twitch at twitch.tv/CM_3_. The link to the description below for Mike's Twitch, for CM3's Twitch, and to the Discord we just talked about. Alright, today we're talking about the Bill and Ted movies. This is something Mike wanted to talk about. I love these movies.
I am so hype. It's at the end of this month, we are going to get Bill and Ted Face the Music. And I even wore my Bill and Ted t-shirt today. It says, "Be excellent to each other."
And party on, dudes.
Party on, dudes. Let's adjust it. Let's see. Ooh, can I tilt this bad boy down? Oh, yeah. I absolutely love Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted is probably my favorite movie franchise of all time.
Oh, wow.
I could watch the Bill and Ted movies forever. You just put them on and I will watch them. These are like the most unintentionally wholesome movies you will ever see in your entire life.
Now, is it for sure that Face the Music is coming out at the end of the month? Is it going to be like a streaming service then?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I have not done any research to the contrary to sort anything out, but man, if it's not, I will be bummerinoed.
Now, to be honest, I'm fairly new to this franchise. I saw Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and I only saw Bogus Journey last night after watching Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure for a second time. And I forgot how much fun the first movie is, but the second movie I absolutely love how absurd it is. It is so absurd, so out there. It's awesome. It's so amazing.
There's absolutely like nothing. It compares to nothing. Is like I just want to gush. I don't know if we want to go through this like chronologically.
No. We can just gush.
When Bill and Ted get to heaven and then they mug 3 people
and then tell God,
and then they apologize to God, like that is the power and wholesomeness of Bill and Ted. They're like, God, yo, we needed to talk to you. We beat up 3 people in the lobby. We're so sorry.
And then God just helps him out. Like, we need to build
Yeah.
two good robot versions of ourselves, and he says, "Station."
Yeah. And he gives them the giant acrylic plastic map of heaven.
Yeah. I love Hell in this far better because Hell has the most like what the hell is going on moments.
Oh, Hell had this very like Tim Burton-esque like feeling to it.
Yeah.
Like when they go into the room and they have to do infinity push-ups, and they're like, I don't think we can do infinity push-ups, dude.
No, my favorite parts are when they become kids and they face their worst
God.
nightmares.
And it's Nana S. Preston Esquire.
Yeah, and the freaking Easter Bunny. Oh my god.
It was so twisted. It was so gross looking.
Maybe you can answer a question I got. What is
Sure.
with the stepmom joke?
So, in Excellent Adventure, they show that Bill's dad left his mom and married a girl that is 1 year older than Bill and Ted. Like, she had just graduated high school.
Yeah.
And so, in Bogus Journey, she divorced Bill's dad and married Ted's dad.
But here's the weird thing. There's like, it's probably a good thing. There's no explanation behind it. He's just Bill's dad divorced his wife, married a young hottie, and then she divorces him and marries Ted's dad.
It's so wild. And it's just like military school.
Oh
they,
yeah.
they threaten him with military school again, but he's clearly 21 years old and does not live with his father anymore.
Right.
Like, what?
I think my favorite joke out of the first one is when they're wearing the armor. It's like, dude, these are heavy. Yeah, heavy metal. And then they reenact like the Empire Strikes Back fight scene.
Oh yeah. No. You cut off Ted's head. Bro, I fell out of the armor. So ridiculous. Everything about those movies is fun. Like, there is literally not a single thing that's not hilarious. Like in Bogus Journey, when they give Death a wedgie and run away. Like, who thinks of that? Who puts that together? Only
Ted.
Bill and Ted. Only Bill and Ted.
Death was my favorite part, my favorite character in that movie.
Oh, definitely. Death and the actor are coming back for Face the Music.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited. The one thing that I realized for the first time was that the villain from Bogus Journey is Hans from the Mighty Ducks, the wise old Scandinavian man that teaches the Mighty Ducks how to fly on the hockey rink.
Oh god. He's also I think it's Lethal Weapon 2 he's the villain in. No, he was an awesome villain. He was definitely like Darth Vader.
Oh yeah. And then you realize at the end that it was the villain that set Bill and Ted up to inspire the world with their music.
Yes. Now that brings up more questions for me. Okay, so you've seen the trailers for Face the Music, right? All right.
Mm-hmm.
They have daughters in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, Bogus Journey ends with them having sons.
They could have more kids.
That's what I'm thinking, but I mean, it's just something that will bother me if it's. I mean, I guess I would add to the absurdity of Bill and Ted if they just never addressed the two sons that were born. The other thing is, Face the Music seems to be what the plot seems to be they're supposed to write a song that unites the world, but
Hmm.
that's what the ending of Bogus Journey is.
I think at least with Bill and Ted, it is the grain of salt factor. Like we just need to you just need to understand that Bill and Ted is ridiculous and plot points can just get thrown by the wayside, and it's okay because you're on an excellent adventure. I do love at the end of Bogus Journey where they like addressed the time travel issue and they were like, "Oh, well we could just go back in time and get real good at playing music."
Oh, oh yeah, I love how there's no rules to time travel at all. It's
Oh,
especially
literally.
especially the first movie. The only rule is like Ted, your watch is real time, so you got to be home by then.
And I love the like, oh, we'll go back and we'll set up a sandbag or a trash can because we have time after
Yeah,
oh.
that was a great way of using time travel.
Hmm.
It explains how stuff can happen off screen because they did it in the future.
Hmm. And they had the foresight to know that they had to go back to do it, and we're and as like the watcher, we don't see them go back to do it. Like
No,
we just have to suspend all of our beliefs
you just have to
and
trust the
know.
movie, and I trust the movie.
Yeah. Oh, but it's just like everything is over the top for just the silliest reasons. Like it is firmly established that Bill and Ted aren't smart, but they are amazing together. Like in Excellent Adventure, despite how amazing, like the jumping through time, and they meet Socrates, and they use the freaking "Dust in the Wind" lyrics, and Socrates is like, like, like,
I love it when they quote different songs. It's always appropriate too. They're not just like
oh
quoting
yeah,
songs for the sake of it. It's always like that's when it needed to be said.
all we are is dust in the wind, dude.
That's one of the part. That's what I loved about. Well, one of the many things I loved about Excellent Adventure. All the historical figures just kind of ran with it.
Yeah, they were just, especially like Genghis Khan, who you would not think would be okay with jamming himself in a phone booth.
No,
My favorite character outside of Bill and Ted in Excellent Adventure is definitely Napoleon. And when Napoleon goes to the water park and they come back and they're like, "Yo, where's Napoleon?" and Ted's brother's like, "I ditched him. That guy sucked."
yes,
And then they're like, "All right, if you were a 15th century military leader in San Dimas, California in 1987, where would you go?" And they both were like, "The water park." We're gonna go to the water park, and that's where he goes. It's so crazy.
oh,
This I will always love Bill and Ted because the movie is nonstop positive emotions. Even when the movie is like even in depressing or confrontational parts of the movie, you're still just like, "Oh, they're gonna pull through. They're Bill and Ted. This is amazing." There is a line from Excellent Adventure that I quote all the time, and it's so ingrained in my speech that I just can't. And it's "There's something afoot at the Circle K." I love it. The movie is quotable. It's wholesome. It's funny. Like there are very few things, if any, that I could find that are flawed with the movies. That's how much I like them.
well, I would just say that it just adds to its charm.
Mm-hmm.
if anything. So I had to get the movie, and I bought a collector's pack. And this thing
Oh,
is awesome. It comes with its own wild stallion pick.
that's awesome.
Yes. So
Oh,
when I got out of the mail, I heard it rattling in there. I was like, oh crap! I got another one with broken pieces inside of it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. You get these postcards. Actually, I think that's a sticker. And yeah, they're stickers.
that's awesome.
It's a 3-disc collection set. Disc 1 and 2 are the movie, and then there's a special features disc. And since we're recording this before Saturday, I'm going to see if I can find it so I can put it in the description below so you can get your copy of Bill and Ted Excellent Collection. You'd be supporting the channel and help build an awesome community.
I will actually purchase that copy because my original 2-pack was the DVD only, and it's sitting in some binder from college. So I need new versions. Were those the Blu-ray editions?
Yes, they were. I'm not sure if it's available for 4K, but I was looking specifically for a 2-pack, and I stumbled upon this gem.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's so funny. God.
I was actually surprised about George Carlin in his. He plays it so straight. I wish he would have been allowed to improv a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I also wish that his role had been. I wish he had been a little more relevant in Bogus Journey.
Yes,
He was just.
He was Deus Ex Machina in Bogus Journey. Okay, so this is one gripe.
Yeah.
Carlin should have been a bigger part of the movie in Bogus Journey. He was in the first 10 minutes, forgotten about, and then the last 10 minutes he's brought back.
Yeah, I remember because I was watching it today. I typically watch Excellent Adventure and that's the one that plays on television the most is Excellent Adventure. So today I had done a rewatch of Bogus Journey, and it had been a while. And I remember thinking for most of the movie, where's Rufus? Why hasn't he come to help? And he was the person all along. Just the bookends to the film. And I feel like that was they didn't use his character effectively.
Yeah. Now, Bill and Ted were his first couple movies, weren't they?
I'm pretty sure. He had mostly a stand-up career.
Right.
Before the Bill and Ted franchise.
I wonder what they're going to do in Face the Music about Rufus. I mean, they can always say, he passed away and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Man. I frickin' love Bill and Ted. This is going to be, the most concise and agreed-upon podcast between us the entire forever. Because Bill and Ted, if there are people out there that do not like the Bill and Ted movies, they are monsters. And I'm willing to aloud on the internet now. They are fun. They are comedies. The characters are dumb, but they're beautiful together. The scenes, especially the scene we had discussed before, the night scene where Bill thinks that Ted is dead.
Oh yeah.
And it's just he's like, "You killed Ted, you medieval dickweed!" And then
they're lovable dorks. How can you not like this franchise?
They are, and things that are just completely improbable things. I fell out of the armor. No, you can't fall out of armor. Oh, man.
I knew I was in for a ride at the beginning of Bogus Journey when they show the school and what they wear.
Yes.
Oh my god. They basically just got some of those what are they? Those pool noodles, those neon pool noodles, and made them into clothes.
Oh, and I do like that. Like the villain is from the future in this because it shows that there are like there's world building,
Yes.
unintentional world building, that there are people that don't like Bill and Ted and they don't like their music and the messages that they spread. It's wild. It is the wildest ride.
I can't wait for Face the Music to come out and see how it goes. Because
Hmm.
there's one guy I follow on YouTube, and his theory is that it's not Bill and Ted that are supposed to write the song that unites the world, but it's their daughters, because the in the trailer the one woman calls out Preston and Logan. Doesn't say
Hmm.
their
Bill and
first
Ted.
name. Yeah, so that would be interesting, or like a
Actually,
combination like father daughter uh, writing.
bro, I don't even know. Like the fact that both actors were just like unconditional. Oh yeah, we'll do Bill and Ted 3. Like we'll do it. Let's go. Let's do it. We'll do it. Non-issue. Let's go.
It's because they're
Especially
awesome dudes.
yeah, especially the actor that played Bill.
Alex Winter.
Yes. He sort of faded away after the 80s. Like Bogus Journey, maybe a few more things, and then there really wasn't much Alex Winter in the world as
I
far as
I honestly don't know anything else he's been in.
yeah. Keanu Reeves hit the like there was Speed, and then The Matrix, and then his career sort of stayed steady, but there was no Alex Winter to speak of. But the fact that he was willing to just be Bill again, it just speaks volumes to the capacity of what he is as an actor and what the movies mean to him and the fans. Because that Keanu of all people, like the meme creator for the internet, he didn't do this. He did not do this for himself.
No.
He didn't. He just knew that people loved Bill and Ted, and he was going to do that movie for the people that loved Bill and Ted.
That makes sense. He's like the coolest celebrity ever. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
he's just out in the world. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, I'm a celebrity, but whatever.
it's not important. Those things aren't important to him, and that's like incredible. But nothing is exceptional as the watching the trailer for Face the Music and see John Wick walk up into scene and going, party on, dudes. Like what is this?
It's
It's so great.
I will say it's actually weird seeing Keanu without the beard. I think I
Hmm.
would have liked it if they kept the beard.
That's fair. But Bill and Ted don't seem like characters that would really change too much, you know? Like I don't think besides the end of Bogus Journey where Bill comes back with the long ZZ Top beard. Oh man.
I just remembered another part I really loved. So Bill and Ted are watching Star Trek in Bogus Journey. It's the Gorn episode. Evil Bill and Ted come in and kidnap them.
And
They
take him to
take
the
the
exact,
hmm.
they take them to the exact same
Yes, yes. I was like, yes. That is so awesome. Taking them where they just saw Jim Kirk fighting a Gorn. Now they're gonna get thrown off that cliff. Oh my god.
And the fact that they like Bill and Ted just sort of accepted everything so easily, like, I guess we're dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. What are we gonna do to the Grim Reaper? Melvin! They give him away. And then when they're like confessing to God that they mugged people in heaven to get their clothes, at the end after they walk off screen, freaking the Grim Reaper's just like, sorry, they Melvined me, and then he walks off screen.
I loved it when they were playing the games against the Reaper.
Oh, they just kept winning.
Yes! No one has ever beaten me. And you just keep winning and winning and winning.
Battleship, Clue, Twister. It's so good. It's so good. Bill and Ted are movies that are like I'm gonna say the words again, but it's wholesome fun. The message is good. Like they see Bogus Journey. They see the character Station, the Martian, and what do? They compliment his giant Martian butt. They tell him he has a nice Martian butt. And the only people that they're ever angry with are people that wrong them in some ways. They're just like positive forces for nature. They're Mr. Rogers in the 80s, and they really like Guns N' Roses. Like that is what they are.
Station, I had no idea where they're gonna go with that, especially when they faced off each other and mushed together. I was like, what's going on? And then he becomes this giant.
Yeah. I loved the good Bill and Ted robots that were remote controlled.
Yeah.
And all they did was just punch off evil Bill and Ted's head. Like there was no battle. There was absolutely nothing. Nothing relevant. No conflict whatsoever. Just the good robots ran in and punched evil Bill and Ted twice and they exploded. Like that's.
Or when they're shopping for the parts for good robot Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
The one guy smoking in the aisle just like, I'll see you later.
Oh,
or Death is looking for like a new weapon. He picks up like the the grass cutting thing. He swings it like, nope.
Oh, puts it back. Oh man.
And then,
Jesus.
I think it's a callback to when Genghis Khan was looking at baseball bats.
Mm-hmm. But and the presentation at the end of Excellent Adventure with where they give the report about all the historical figures and they're performing on stage. That's like the best part in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Like you see their Excellent Adventure, but then you see this full on planned out senior year high school graduation thing. And they touch on everything, like the psychoanalysis of Ted, and he goes, "Whoa!" it's so good.
And how it ends with Lincoln, that was the best.
Yeah. 80 and 7 minutes ago. Party on, dudes! Like it's so good. Steve, they're not cinematic masterpieces. They were never designed to go to the Academy Awards and win Best Picture or win, Best Actor, Best Supporting Character. Like they weren't designed for that. These movies were designed to Marie Kondo all over the world and spark joy and be fun.
And I'm glad they exist for that reason.
Yeah. There's so much to say and so little to say about the quality of these movies at the same time.
These are the kinds of movies that if you're feeling down, you put them in, you watch them, and you feel better.
Exactly. I just want to watch Bill and Ted again.
Well, you can by going down in the description below and clicking on the link and getting your
Yeah.
copy of Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey.
And support the channel at the same time.
Yes! Help us build an awesome community.
Let's go. But I
Right.
think, Steve, it is time for us to go.
Yes. Check out Mike on Twitch, twitch.tv/Popeadopolis. He's going after Squirtles now. Also on Twitter, Pope Mike, and on Instagram, Popeadopolis. Catch the Jamsin podcast on all your podcast platforms. Catch Jamsin Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram. On Instagram is at JamsinE85. And I'm going to be hopping on the streaming bandwagon. Mike's got me hooked. I love watching him and other people. Sunday nights, I'm going to do a test stream. So stay tuned for that. It will be twitch.tv/Jamsin_E85. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and listening, and live your imagination.